Hey, this is MassX, and if you haven't logged in yet today, then you probably haven't seen that we are getting another banner. It is the Alchemists of Solberg, and it's going to have Lillie and Elie, and it is going to start on the 16th. Should you even be considering those characters? Well, let's take a look here real quickly. So first up is Lillie. And this is the character that I personally like and was actually looking forward to its release. I would not say is a must get at all, but it is on average in the S tier range there, as you can see right there for Japan, because she really is a solid character. She's a bolt and a breaker, okay? Let's go ahead and look at her strengths. The first paralysis skill with a super high probability for all. Lillie is the first character to possess a skill that inflicts paralysis on the entire body with an extremely high probability. Paralyzed enemies can't move until they take action twice. So they are great for quests. Come on. That's amazing. Boasts high breaking performance. Lillie is a top class breaker among all characters, having both increased damage dealt and increased damage received. In particular, the overall damage increase can be accumulated up to a maximum of 15%. So the longer the battle goes on, the more firepower you can generate. You gotta like a ramping unit sometimes. Now, let's take a closer look at these skills, alright? So Thunderbolt. After attacking, give yourself break damage plus 40% until the end of one action. Skill 2, Mr. Leben. After attacking, give damage received plus 5% to the target, maximum of 15%. And the burst skill, Rhapsody of Earth. After attacking, there is a very high chance of inflicting paralysis on the target until it starts action twice. Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about it. This character has a really nice skill set. The introduction of the paralysis is really nice, quite honestly. And I mean, let's be honest. She's considered an S rank character, which, I mean, I think on Japan there's a total of 5 or 6 characters as SS. So it's not a must get, but if you need an incredibly solid breaker and you want to be able to have options of using that paralysis, well, it's a no-brainer. This is an incredibly solid character, and out of the 2 characters on the banner, the preferred to pull. Our other banner character is Elie. Elie is an interesting character. She is a supporter heir. For purposes of ranking in Japan at this time, she ranks at an A only, so that's going to tell you a lot right there. She basically is the first item gauge 50% recovery skill, which is kind of cool. So basically, she can recover your items, which is nice. It's a plus. I wouldn't call it a necessity or must need it, especially at this time in the game in global. But Lillie is the first character to have the skill to recover 50% of the item gauge. Since the turnover rate of items increases, you can use them for various purposes, such as recovery and buffs, giving you an advantage in battle. Break support skill that increases depending on the number of enemies. So, Elie's break skill is a skill that increases break damage to all enemies by 2 to 10%. And depending on the number of enemies, it's great because it can be given to all allies and can be used to help break the party, which is nice. But let's look at the specifics here. So we've got Melody of the Wind. After attacking, depending on the number of enemies, give break damage plus 2 to 10%. and it can be for 1 to 4 enemies to all allies until the end of 1 action. So it only lasts 1 action though. So for your Southern Instruments, grants magic attack plus 12% to all allies until the end of 2 actions, and magic defense plus 12% to the target until they are attacked twice, and recovers 5% of the target's HP. Not bad, but nothing spectacular. And the burst skill recovers 50% item gauge after attack. So yeah, this is definitely, in my opinion, not a must get, or even should be pulling for it. But of course, if you're pulling, you're probably pulling for Lillie. And yeah, I mean, she's definitely much superior than the other character. But again, it's going to be mattered on your needs. It's hard to put a must get on global at this time. The reason is we know following the Japan game what will be coming, so it's easier to plan out how you want your teams. So unless you were really considering going after this character, or we're going to slot it into your team and we're planning on it, this is definitely not a must get either. Solid character though. If you end up doing a couple pulls just for the hell of it and get it, kudos to you. But yeah, in the end, bigger and better things, can we say? Yeah. But no discount on Lillie, because she is a sweet S tier unit, and if you want to get her, you're going to be happy. So alrighty, with that, as always, please like and subscribe. It helps a lot. Have a great day.